Maybe take us back a couple days. What was it like getting told you were going to be making your pro debut?
Yeah, I got the call after Saturday night's game just to say, you're going to be playing, and just to feel that trust and the confidence from all the staff and all the players to, have me step in that net on a 2-game weekend, going back to back. Especially after winning the first one, because they always say that the second one's harder to win, right? So, just to have the confidence and the trust from everybody in the organization to put me in the net goes a long way for me, and I think that's ultimately why I felt so comfortable, stepping in my pro debut, and I couldn't be more thankful for them to be able to do that.
So you get told by the coaching staff that you're making your debut the next day. Who's your first call to right after, and what was the nature of that conversation?
My dad. I called him right away. Him and my mom, they were together, and I just said, "Hey, listen, I just got the call that I'm going to be playing tomorrow, and just take it like it's another game." Ultimately, that was my biggest thing, was not to get overly, pumped up, overly excited, because in reality, it's just another game. And like I've said many times, these guys here have really made me feel comfortable. So it was pretty easy for me to, step into that game and be able to play the way I know how to play, and especially having the group of guys in front of me there battling for me. Like I said, I couldn't be more thankful. But I called my dad, and he gave me the call and said, I'll be there tomorrow. So I got a little chuckle out of that. But it was my parents I called first.
And I saw your interview with Daniel after the game, and he said that your dad was able to make it. So, number one, how special is that to be able to have him, who obviously, and I know your parents would have been big and instrumental in driving to the rink and being a part of this. So to at least have one of them there to be able to watch the game with you, how important was that for you?
Yeah, super important. Just to have him, I saw him in the stands right behind the net in warm-ups, and just to feel that comfort that he's there, and to have him, fly all the way down there. Took 2 flights to get there, and so, it's pretty special. And like you said, they've been a big part of my career, and hopefully, tons more going forward here. But it was pretty special.
Just moving on to the game, Dom. What part did you feel comfortable? You said kind of take like a normal game, obviously, but when you're between the pipes, how many shots did it take you maybe to feel comfortable, or at what point of the game did you feel, sort of get in that rhythm and flow and just feel like you were again locked into a regular game?
Yeah, I would say warm-ups.
Okay.
Ultimately, it was just right from the gates, like just walking out of the tunnel there, all the guys just basically saying, "We got your back here tonight." And I think that was where I really felt like, just go in this, just another game, have fun, take it all in, soak it all in here, because, you can't get back your first pro game. So, and you certainly dreamed of that. So just go out there, enjoy it, focus on that one shot at a time kind of thing, get through the game, and have some fun.
Is there one moment in particular that stood out in the course of the 60-minute hockey game?
I think the first drop of the puck. That was when it really sunk in, and it was like, oh, okay, we're in the game here. We're in the first pro game, so let's have some fun tonight. That was ultimately what I was pretty much just repeating myself in my head, was just go through this, have fun, enjoy it, and it'll be a good outcome.
You said the teammates were going to have your back, but you had their back. You made 37 saves on 39 shots. So from your perspective, that's a heavy volume. But what did that mean to be able to have that sort of impact on that kind of game?
We got a lot of action, but that's why I chose the position, was to make all those saves for the guys in front of me. And, they did a tremendous job that game battling. Obviously, we got outshot, but, it takes a lot to come back in that third period and, bury 2 goals and shut it down going into the end of that third period there. And I think just from the whole game, we were just, battling and blocking shots and doing all the right things to have a 4-point weekend, and I think we did a great job doing that.
In terms of memorabilia, do you keep anything with it? Do you keep like a puck? Do you keep like a jersey? Like, is there anything that you're going to keep from that game and be like, this is from my first game?
Yeah, I got the game puck after the game. Some of the guys kind of just gave me a couple clicks after the game to say first pro game win. So I gave that to my dad right away, and said take it home and keep it with the family.
And one last thing, Dom, I'm just curious about your mentality, because you said, I just treated it like everything else. It's easy to say that. How did you put that into practice?
Yeah, I work with a mind coach every week, and it takes a lot of practice. Just like, we have to practice here, go in the gym, and we work out on our bodies. Just the mind is a big portion of this everyday life and this pro lifestyle. So, it took a lot of work, a lot of adversity that you have to go through to be able to, find a way out of it and use it all as positives. But that's ultimately what I do, is just got to take it every day, enjoy the moments with all the guys here, and have some fun. Ultimately, that's what's going to take you a long way.